Hey guys, thanks so much for coming back to my channel. I am so excited to bring you all this video here, and I do want to say this real quick. Hello to my new subscribers and hello to my old subscribers. Oh man, we're having some fun with these videos, and this one is no exception at all. So I just wanted to bring this video because we are hearing this, I don't even know what you want to call it. It's a craze or whatever it's called with these brushes. Oh my goodness. So we know about the typical brushes that we have, and I'll put my brush 101 down so you can see what I feel about different brushes and what brushes are used for. But now these different form of brushes are coming out. Artis is probably the most popular that I'm aware of, but also MAC has come out with a brush called the Oval 6, and this is what it looks like. So you all have heard about this. Some people call it a spoon, some people call it a toothbrush, whatever. And do I feel that it's real gimmicky? What do I feel about it? So real quick, I feel like the brushes are absolutely awesome. You know, I had to try it, so I went ahead and got the MAC one. And yeah, you cannot use your makeup artist discount at all for this brush. It is expensive, and of course, I had to do a little research to see about a $3 one. $3. Yes, you are. And I got it from a manufacturer off of Amazon, or whatever you want to call them, or a retailer off of Amazon. And it took about 3 weeks for me to get this brush, and it was $3. So in this video, I'm going to do a comparative. I'm going to show you how the one brush is on one side, and I'm going to use the other brush on the other side. And I want you to figure out which side was the expensive side and which side did I use the inexpensive brush, the $3 brush. Can you tell? I'm also going to let you know in the end of the video what the brush feels like, both of the brushes, and how they compare to each other. So real excited to bring this video, so make sure you stay tuned. Okay, so here are the two brushes, and I don't want to tell you which one is MAC and which one is the $3 brush, but I'm going to be putting on my foundation, one on one side and one on the other, and I'm not going to tell you which one I'm using. So I'm going to use my Makeup Forever foundation. This is in the color, I believe, 177. So let's do that. And again, I'm using one brush, and I'm trying to cover the handle so you all cannot tell which one is which, but look at the application. And really, you're just supposed to do just like this. And I'll be doing highlight and contour just so you can see that too. Maybe just a little more. I put one pump. Okay, look at the application, just the one side. How would you say the application is on this side? I think pretty good. Okay, now for the other side, and I'm gonna do 2 pumps just like I did on the other, and I'm trying to cover the handle so you all can't tell. And again, same foundation. Okay, so, and sorry guys, I have my Bluetooth on, I just realized that. But anyway, so one half of my face is done with the one brush, one half is done with the other. And so now that was just foundation, and look at the coverage. And now I'm gonna go in with a concealer. One that's not too light. This was the color Bronze by Dermablend. And so we're gonna start with one half of the face. One half of the face. I haven't used this in a while, but one half of the face. And now again, so how's the blend for you all? And look at how quick these go. And I'm gonna take it a little higher, which you don't have to do. Okay, so that's one half of the face with the concealer. You can use your Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer palettes or whatever concealer that you have. And then I showed you a liquid. Now I'm just showing you a cream with these brushes. So I'm using the other brush. That's the other side. Do you know which side is the expensive brush versus the non-expensive? So what I like to do is take my Real Techniques, whatever I do, and just kind of bounce this over it. Both sides. You know, the Real Technique sponge is $5 or maybe $6, depending on where you get it. Now for the fun part that I love to do with these brushes, or this brush, is the contouring. How about, I think I'm gonna go ahead and use the Anastasia palette because I know a lot of you have that and wanna see how these brushes act to that. Here's my Anastasia Contour Cream Kit, and this is in the color Deep. And I'm going to go in with the contour, and I'm going to go in with the middle color right here, which is Espresso, the middle color, okay? And so 1/2 of the face will be, and how I'm doing it is just, I take the brush just like that, and then I'm going to do the 1/2 of the face with this brush, and look at that. It's already blending it before, as you put it on. That's why I love this, okay? Now, some people like to blend with these brushes. Some people rather take a brush over the top, like a fluffy brush, and just kind of blend it. I'm going to use this to blend it. So look at how I'm just blending it. Just like this, my contour, and going up. Okay, so there's my contour. Do I think that it's extremely blended? No, but we'll talk about that later. So now I'm going in with the other brush, and again, just going in my palette just like that, just pressing it in there, and then going on this side. And again, I feel the same way that this is not fully blended, but it's close. So again, I like to take my Real Techniques sponge, bounce this on my contour, make sure that there's no harsh lines above or below. Just make sure everything's very well blended in. And I'm also going to take just the rest of that and go down the sides of my nose. Now, I don't really like using this thick brush for this because, again, you can get real muddy real fast, so just be careful. I would suggest probably using a smaller brush. Now that I have that, I'm just going to go and set everything, or make sure everything kind of stands out. Under the eye. Cook for a second. Okay, I'm gonna wipe off the excess. I always gotta add some shimmer. I'm sorry, I have to add shimmer. Ooh. Mist and Set by e.l.f. All right, you all, let's talk about this. Can you all guess which one is the more inexpensive brush? And can you all guess which side is the very expensive side? I'll give you a second to think about it as you look. I did a contour, highlight, and my foundation. Okay. This is the inexpensive side right here. Yes. This is the expensive MAC side. A lot of people are really into these new brushes. Some people call them toothbrushes, some people call them spoons with a brush. And are they gimmicky? Are they something that is a waste of your money? Now, I'll say this. I got the one brush from MAC. This is how the brush came. It came in a box like this and it had a top to go over it. This was the MAC, and I think it's called Oval 6 brush. Yes, it says Oval 6 on it and it says MAC, as you can see. This brush is $40. Yeah, let's just say it's $40, and oh my goodness, I'm like, I cannot believe. I have to say that when I put on my foundation with it, I really love the brush. I was like, okay, this takes a lot of time out of your makeup application, out of your foundation application, or your contour, or your highlight, and I just thought it was so awesome to have. But of course, I was like, I know there's got to be something else out there. I just started to investigate in it, and literally I investigated it back in November. Yeah, it was beginning of November. I sent out to a company I ordered a brush, and it literally January came around and I still didn't have the brush. So I told my sister-in-law about it. She told me that she was going to order it, and she just went on Amazon, ordered from a company who I will have it linked below. Ordered 5. She got them within like 3 weeks or 2 weeks, but they are from China, so you know it's going to take a little bit to get. And I just was like, okay, really? So I ordered through the same company. It's called Tonsee, T-O-N-S-E-E. It is a company based in China, and I ordered 3 of these bad boys. Look at this brush. Yes. This is the MAC one. This is the one from Tonsee, or it's based in China. You all saw me do this. I'm just gonna tell you a little bit about both of the brushes. As I take my thumb through here, they feel almost identical to each other. The MAC one, I'll have to say, has I would probably say it might have a little bit of a softer feel, but it's so weird to say it because this Tonsee brush, or the one from China, the $3 brush, has almost the identical feel. It almost feels, they both almost feel like velvet to the touch. It is just unbelievable. So I'm just gonna go through first how they applied. So this is the inexpensive side, this is the expensive side. So when you saw me put on my foundation, and I'll just keep putting clips, you know, in here of me again doing the work again, the foundation, it was smooth. It was, the application just was effortlessly. I will say that it did seem like I needed just a little more foundation for the inexpensive side, but I pretty much used the same amount for both sides. This was the more expensive, this was the expensive brush side. And again, it was a smooth application, as you can see. To me though, it was a little bit easier because this brush is a little bit bigger than this brush here from China. So as you can see, one is just a little bit bigger. The MAC one right here is a little bit bigger than the one from China, okay? So now if we talk about our highlight, that's what we did next. I felt that the application was very nice with both of the brushes. I do feel like with your foundation, your highlight, your contour, everything has to be very well blended. I do feel like I needed with both of these brushes, and these are not the Artiste brushes. I heard that those really apply everything just so good, and plus they have the one that's like super huge, so you're really just, you know, quick swipes and, you know, blending it out. I've seen some girls on Instagram do it, so I'll have to say that those are probably a little bit easier to use. But with these brushes right here, I felt the application was very well, but I did feel like I needed to go just bounce just a couple times with my Real Techniques or my Beauty Blender just to kind of really make sure everything is really pressed into the skin. Then we'll talk about our contour. I use a cream contour, as you can see, and I just felt that both of the brushes were blending it very, very well into the skin. And again, I didn't feel that when I got to this part of the contour that it was so well blended for either of the brush. I felt that more was needed, which again was that Real Technique sponge, just to kind of really blend everything into the skin. And can you blend with these? Yeah, but I just think it would take a little bit longer, and it's more of a stark look on the face, which you don't want a stark line or anything like that. So I do like these in conjunction with the Real Technique sponge. Now about the brushes, I will say this. Now this one I see a little hair, okay, 2 little hairs that are coming out. These are the cheap, this is the cheap brush. I see 2 little hairs that look like they're trying to come up, but I can't even pull them out at all, okay? I mean, it's a $3 brush, what do I expect? Now, the MAC $40 brush, I don't, wait a minute. See, I can't tell if it's, yeah, it looks like a little bit of the hair is trying to, again, come up out of the brush, but it's not coming out, and nor has anything can't come out at all. So that's a good thing. I mean, they're identical in that regard. I have cleaned both of these brushes before because I have another one of the one from China. And I use my Zote soap, Z-O-T-E. I have a video on that Zote soap that I absolutely love that I get from Walmart. It's a 90-cent soap that cleans your brushes and your sponges like ridiculously clean. And I will link that below so you all can look at that video. And these brushes clean very well, very fast. I have not cleaned it the other way, just soaking it in any type of soap or soaking it in brush cleaner or anything like that. I don't know how that would work. But okay, so after I used the Zote soap, I did soak it in Dawn dish detergent that has antibacterial agent in it, so to get the bacteria out of it. But to get it clean, I did use the Zote soap first. Okay, I will say too about these brushes that you want to be careful. I mean, they both seem very sturdy, very sturdy. The MAC one seems probably a little extra sturdy, which it should be for $40. This one, I mean, you could just tell it's very sturdy, but you want to be careful with these brushes because I've seen girls like, it's my Ray Ray, she broke her Artiste brush. She was upset, but she was able to fix it. But these, they can break. Look at how thin the handle is. But I can tell with soaking it, it shouldn't cause an issue, at least with the handles of the brush. I don't know about the bristles over time. And of course, I'll make a video in the future on how these brushes are holding up. But this is the video, and I hope that you all love this comparison video. I always try to save you all money. It is so awesome to be able to do this video and to bring this out to you. So I hope that you enjoyed it. Make sure that you do your monthly brush check, and I'm still holding up these brushes. Make sure that you do your monthly brush check, and as always, take care of your health, and I'll see you in another video.